All right, guys, we're gonna do the Defenders issue number 4 from Marvel Comics. I made a mistake today. I already did a review. I reviewed issue 5 just a couple hours ago because in my head I already did this review, but I didn't. So so what's gonna happen? I'm gonna give you two reviews today. Issue 4 and issue 5. One that's coming up now, and the other one is coming up a little bit later. So without further ado, let's dive in. Cover by Erik Larsen, but now the art is now Ron Friends, I believe that's his name, and another one. So yeah, Hades has been ripped open, and well, the defenders are fighting for their lives, and while Pluto and Lorelei, who wants to control the Valkyrie that they have made. To I don't know control. Oh yeah, like let's say turn the Earth into Hell World or something. Check out my other review for more context. And also, this guy has been killed in the progress. He is been living here in the mountains, but then Pluto and his goons came and killed him. Pluto killed him. Anyway, so they're all holding off, right? And actually looks cool, but then out of nowhere, the sky is lighting up, and then it's the Valkyrie coming because it seems that now that the gateway to Hades has been blown away and the temple was destroyed, the temple has shielded him from the eyes of Olympus and Asgard. So the protection was no more. So it believes that Asgard has now eyes upon them. So the Valkyrie, the choosers of the slain, right? So they are accompanying souls to Valhalla, is now coming to, I don't know, slain the slain, I guess, right? Ads. And so yeah, so it seems that this, well, Valkyrie is the real one, the real one from Volume 1. I didn't know that. So it seems, and they are shocked. And so he says, just wait a minute, we have one Valkyrie, says Nighthawk. But she turned out to be Lorelei, whammied by Pluto. And we had another Val, but she turned out to be created by Lorelei and Pluto. And now, yeah. So, more of a recap. The Valkyrie, the one they knew, was very important to them, very close. From her origins as a mad woman named Barbara Norris, was transformed by the Enchantress into a powerful warrior woman with no past, no memory. She became a steadfast and loyal ally, and more, she became a friend. In time, however, her true self reasserted itself. First, her memories as Brunhilde, leader of the Valkyrie, and eventually his spirit reunited with her true body. And though she remained a defender long than any other member, she became more and more the goddess, less and less the mortal. Now, I probably not skipped this, but I do not know this particular part. So I don't know where she ended up. I thought that she just was in Limbo or in Asgard, but not that she is now a completely different creature now. And that means that this Valkyrie is a complete new one, although she has the same costume and looks exactly like her. Of course. So they are going into action. Looks great, Defenders back in action. Although these four are cursed, right? And while Pluto and Lorelei wants to, get dominance on the new Valkyrie, because if they can control her, they can. Then and Pluto says he can reassert power over the legions of dead. And he says, if you are working with me, I grant you a complete continent. But the Lorelei says, no, you lied to me. And I created her, and therefore she will be mine, and I'm gonna rule the world or something like that. So they are fighting and fighting, but then Nighthawk has opened his mouth again. I don't know. There's something about this Nighthawk. I don't know. It irritates me. He has way too many lines. He thinks he's important, but actually, let's say in the Volume 1, I thought he was an okay character, but now he's just. I don't know. He's weak. There's nothing wrong with it, but he just can fly. And I know he has superpowers when at night, but he never stood out as a important hero or whatever. And that's okay, man. I mean, we have Namor and Hulk and all the others. That's totally fine. But there's something about this version of Nighthawk that I don't know, it just irks me or something. So, anyway, so they are, so Pluto's saying, hey, Valkyrie, attack them and slay them for me. And, he says, between your physical prowess and my mystic knights, they cannot hope to survive. And then Lorelei says, no, you fool, Pluto is the enemy. Pluto is the one you must destroy. Ground him into the rock like he's like the worthless insect he is. And you and I shall rule the world. So, it's not that you never seen this before, but, it's the execution. And, we already know what's going to happen. So he says here, eldritch energies bombard this new Valkyrie from both sides, pulling her this way and that. And she fights a battle we cannot aid her in. For win or lose, stand or fall, this moment comes down to her inner strength. Her strength. And hers alone. So, all right, so Pluto and Lorelei says, what happens? It's not possible. So they want to attack her, but then, okay, the defenders come in, right? But then he says, but these are gods, right? So actually they're maybe stronger than them, I don't know, because they're gods. But before that can happen, Zeus is coming, and because Zeus actually found Pluto now, and he will not escape his wrath. And Pluto cannot do anything but to bow to his god, to his master, to Lord Zeus, right? And Lorelei is smug, right? Says something getting what he's deserved. But then Zeus says, smirk not woman, thy crimes have not gone unnoticed either. Thou art as guilty as the cowering wretch beside thee. Thine age brought shame to Asgard and hellfire to earth, and thou shall be punished as well. So they say, hey, listen, maybe we should team up and get the hell out of here. And then, well, that's exactly what they are doing. And it says, well, we come back and you will remember, and your name and Ice Queen will never forget, something like that. And then poof, hellfire and brimstone, and they are gone. Now, I must say that happens a lot lately in comics, right? When the chips are down and they are, the heroes are gaining, and then, oh no, the villains are getting away. Spoiler, that's also happening in issue number 5. But since I already completed issue number 5, I didn't know that would happen in issue number 4. So yeah, all right. Anyway, so it seems that the Valkyrie, is that how you say it? It doesn't matter. Anyway, so they are rounding up the dead. The rift is closed. It's over. And but then the new Valkyrie says no. It's not over. This poor unfortunate was mercilessly slain by Pluto, and while he was no warrior and does not belong in Valhalla, everyone deserves a place to rest at the end. So they are building a grave for him, and then Brynhilde, what happens to this new Val? And she says, do not ask her, Hellcat. I am my own woman. That much I know. I know not where I go from here, but I do not need to beg anyone's help. But then the real Valkyrie comes in. Well, yeah, she's still real Valkyrie to me. And he says, hey, why not stay with the Defenders and learn your way, and maybe you will find out who you truly are, right? Although Namor says, well, we are not the Defenders. If the curse is lifted, we are going to go in separate ways. Yeah, this, like I said, these guys do not like each other. So she says, I recall thou saying something similar to me once, Namor. Things have a habit of following their own course nonetheless. And thou, young woman, warrior woman, I know what thou dost feel. I felt it once myself. Basically, she says, this is passing of the torch. She's giving her sword Dragon Fang and also her steed Aragorn, right? And, well, like I said, passing of the torch. Which is cool, and although the less powerful Defenders are welcoming the new Valkyrie, the other ones are just like, right. So the original Valkyrie says, okay, I'm going back to Asgard, and I see you never again. Goodbye. Probably she's coming back into the future as the Valkyrie as well. I think. Well, spoiler, I know that she is because modern comics is turning into a lesbian. because her body is now so the whole Barbara, what's her name? Forgive me, I forgot her origin. Barbara Norris, right? So she is now connected to another woman who's a lesbian. It's just a mess. Forget what I said. Anyway, so now this is going to be fun. Namor says, hey, Atuma is now, I don't know, killing and pillaging my kingdom. Shall we go to Atlantis and free my people? So, and then Doctor Strange says, nah, it'll be fine. So he says, no, because if we go there, there's a good chance that they are getting teleported away for another crisis. No, we need to study this curse, find a way to break its power. We were to return to my sanctum in New York. And Namor says, are you mad, Strange? Atuma is there now. My people are threatened even as we speak. This is not a time for study, but for action. I'm not a big Namor fan, but he is right. So he asks the Hulk, and the Hulk says, no, you hit me, and I'm not going to help you. So Namor, with his short fuse, has enough, and he says, to blazes with you all. Hulk is going away, and Strange asks, the Silver Surfer is pretty useless in this whole book for still. He says, I think not. At least not now. Time has changed you, Stephen Strange, made you as cold and distant as the menaces you face. I am heartsick and tired of humanity. So he's soaring away wherever he goes. And then, well, this is the end for now for, this issue. Well, it's not this issue. It's going to continue in issue number 5. So end well, all well, I think. We're going to continue this in issue 5. That's coming up a couple hours later from now on. So stick around and we're going to continue. Yeah, this is a fun issue. I like this direction, but my problem with this volume 2, The Defenders, it's a little bit, I don't know. It seems that the original volume 1 was a little bit more serious, right? The dangers that they are facing is more life-threatening, more serious. This feels a little bit more lighthearted. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it feels a little bit like that. It's a little bit too lighthearted for my taste. Anyway, that's it for today. See you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye.